money. That is why I compare it to a epitaph. It's just not about money. I promise you two things before the start of this program now. At the end of this, I'll give you a link to an ebook, Future of Your Money. Unfortunately, this is free. The reason I say unfortunately is because otherwise I would have given you a money back offer if it does not change your perspective. It has got 7 very hard-hitting questions in 19 pages, and you will be forced to think differently about why you earn, why you save, why you invest, and finally, what do you want to do with your money when you move on. Another thing, somewhere in the middle of the program, I'll give you 2 tips on how to safeguard the financial interest of your spouse other than writing a will. A will is one part, a major part, but there are other small things where you can take care of your spouse. Back to the program. What stops you from writing a will? The common answers I get is, I have made nominations in all accounts and the house is held in joint names. I do not want to incur a cost for uncertainty. Now, there are a lot of misnomers about the cost. People imagine it's going to cost a lot of money. I'm not ready to make it all public. And this is the major reason which people are not really making public. They don't want to talk to a solicitor or talk to a notary about it or even talk to their spouse because the topic is very sensitive. It can bring out a lot of hidden relationship conflicts out in the open. So what happens is you just keep on postponing it कि हाँ अभी तो कोई time नहीं आया, जब time आएगा देख लेंगे. But as I said earlier, 2020 has changed our perspective on many things. Can we really afford to wait? I don't want to run behind lawyers and financial planners. Everybody knows our legal system. Registration is required, is not compulsory. One can choose to register. Otherwise, you can write a will on a piece of paper, get it signed by 2 witnesses. The only condition is the witness cannot be a beneficiary, or the spouse of the witness cannot be a spouse of the beneficiary cannot be a witness. For example, if your son is a beneficiary, your daughter-in-law cannot be a witness. Or if your daughter is a beneficiary, then your son-in-law cannot be a witness in that. It is very much possible to write it on a piece of paper, get it signed by 2 people who have actually seen you signing it, and stash it away somewhere in your bank locker or wherever you want to keep it safely. That is enough. That is a perfectly legal will. I am too young or healthy to think about it. The law says anybody above the age of 21 can write a will. So there is nothing as too young as long as you happen to be an adult. Too healthy is a statement with a lot of question marks around it in 2020. Let us not dwell on that. My assets will change. They certainly will. But your will can change as many times as you would like it to. My relationships may change. Yes, this happens. It can happen in 5 years, 10 years. Who has seen 30 years or 40 years ahead? And you can change your decision, but you can change your will along with that. I am not a Tata or Ambani. All the more reason that you need a will. Now, this story is about Hindujas, not Tatas or Ambanis. The day a child is born in the family, shares worth 500 crores are transferred in his or her name. So they are born with diamond, ruby, and emerald spoons, not just golden spoons. So they will have a whole team looking after the interest of the family, but average people like you and me do need a will. Would anybody like to share some stories? I'm stopping the screen share here. Anybody has any experience which can raise questions?
I remember one incident long back. It is around 15 years, 20 years back. That time I didn't know. I had been the witness for one will. My boss, he had been to USA. So he wanted to make a will he had whatever you told, same thing he did. He wrote in a piece of paper and he made me sign as a witness. That time I was not very serious, but I was appreciating his efforts because he was going to USA for the first time. And he was, I think, hardly he was 55 years or 58 years. Even then, he thought that it should be necessary. He should place it in he should prepare the will and keep it. So I now realize that how simple it is. At least we get clarity by writing it in small piece of paper and getting it signed by two people.
Was there any issue or conflict that came up after that?
About the will? No, that was totally temporary. He didn't want to.
So the first encounter with that, I wrote my grandfather's will when I was in school. And I could not be a witness because I was a minor at that stage.
Okay.
But anyway, coming to the subject of nominations, we think nominations are enough, but many of you would know that a nominee is only a trustee. If somebody, yes, Anand?
But the issue is,
Yeah. In fact, the will is playing a very, very important role. I have seen it very, very closely. Many people face challenges, in spite of nomination also. If a rival claim is being raised, then I think there is every possibility that the claim is not going to the nominee. Then they talk about succession certificate and getting the succession certificate.
Right.
And in case nomination is not registered in any of the banks, simple bank account also or an FD also, there is a cumbersome process of almost about 500 rupees stamp paper to be signed by all the legal heirs and 200 rupees to another papers to be signed. So nomination is definitely not a foolproof method. Will always overrides nomination. That's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you. You are absolutely right. Thanks for sharing that. Because the natural law of succession, and we are mainly talking about the Hindu Succession Act here. The law for other religions can differ, but that has not been covered in this program. Yeah, so in this case, yes.
issue is that when you go to the witness and if they read the will and start disclosing at some point of time, then what to do?
You are right, but then do you need to show them the full will?
Oh, but whether the witness will sign without seeing the will?
Some of them may not sign the
They
seal.
only have to certify that you are the author of the will. They are not supposed to read all the pages that you are writing.
Okay, now it is clear, because I was under the impression that the read through and then only sign it.
No, they don't have to read it. It's they only have to sign on the last page. You can show them only the last page, which will have a concluding paragraph, and that yes, this person is Sanjay Bhargav and he is signed in my presence. That is the only certification which the court needs.
Are you going to share some format of?
Yes, formats are there in the course.
Okay.
All the required formats are there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay. Anybody else? So nomination, as we discussed, going by the natural law of succession, the assets are divided equally amongst the family members. So what has happened in some cases, and these are more than one, I have seen them in the bank while dealing with my clients out there. The nomination was in the name of the wife, and the person thought, okay, my wife's interest is secure. Subsequently, this one person I clearly remember had 3 children, and he also had some loans. So those 3 children went to court and applied for a succession certificate. The amount in the account was phenomenal. It was in crores, not in small amounts. So they were all given first the debtors, the loans were settled, the debtors took their share, and then it was divided into 4 equal shares. Finally, what was left for the wife was only 15% of the amount that he held in his bank accounts, which may not have been enough for a sustenance given the standard of living they were used to. So what is practically happening here, that you are actually leaving your wife at the mercy of the family, whether they take care of her or they don't take care of her. Then there is another myth about insurance. Whenever you go to buy insurance, or you just scan the web for that, they will give you figures like you have to be insured for an amount equal to at least 10 times your annual income. Now, yesterday I came across another. Is the voice clear? I'm seeing some disturbance.
No, it's okay.
Is it better now? Okay, yeah. There is a calculation that you do the calculation up to 99 years of age. So suppose a person is 29 today, the calculation was done for remaining 70 years till he is 99. And then they said, you have to be insured for an amount which is 17 times your annual income. And okay, there could be inflation, there could be so many other causes. So 20% of your annual income. Now, okay, everybody does not plan for the next 70 years ahead, but say you're planning for 30 or 40, your Indian advisors will tell you American method all goes up to the age of 99. They calculate everything up to the age of 99. Whatever. Indian advisors will tell you that ye aapke annual income ka 10 times hona chahiye. If you are young, fine. But if you are 40 plus, just have a look at the premium charts and see what is the kind of premium that you would pay in a term plan. So people unnecessarily get hassled about insurance. I'm not saying that one should not be insured. It's necessary. But other than that, are you insuring, if you want to insure your wife against problems, are you ensuring that the existing assets can give her an income? Why is that being discounted when you are calculating insurance? Why don't we say that you count your existing assets, see what it can yield, then the balance between the cost of living, and then you decide your amount of insurance accordingly. And then anybody who does not have dependents does not need an insurance policy. Those agents are only mis-selling because whatever, they'll show you returns and ULIPs and all other things. But anyway, we are not talking about insurance out here. So let's come back to the main topic. I'll start sharing the screen again. And as promised, I'm giving you my 2 tips on what to do in these cases, even without writing a will.
Reenaji, since we had touched upon this point of insurance and the
Yes.
money coming in, just one point that I wanted to bring to your notice and understand from you. There is one MWPA, Married Women Protection Act.
I was coming to that point.
Okay, so if it is going to be
One of my
subsequently,
2 tips, yeah.
so if it is going to be subsequently addressed, then I will wait for it.
This is just in the next slide. I'm coming to that point.
Perfect, perfect.
Consider opening instead of having a single account, which is usually the case with salary accounts, but other accounts can be joined, and make it either a survivor or former or survivor. If you are not comfortable about sharing the funds, make it former or survivor. As long as you are alive, you are the owner. Once you are not anymore, the survivor gets the money. Now the survivor is different from being a nominee. So this is where, because the survivor is considered a co-owner of the funds. So this is where your succession certificate and the other heirs cannot come in the picture. It's a very simple trick, and yet it can safeguard your spouse's interest, wife or husband, whoever is that. Then Married Women's Property Act. Dilip sir, आप बताएंगे?
आप बता दीजिए. Otherwise, Married Women's Protection Act, basically any insurance policy that has been taken, the beneficiary is the trust again, and that the trust ensures that the amount goes to the wife or the next of kin as decided upon. While so it is wife or children. That's the only beneficiaries that can be planned in that. Also, if there are debtors and there is some legal proceedings with regard to the debt that the individual would have left behind, this amount cannot be attached for the debtors. So this would in every condition go to the wife or the children only.
Thank you. That's absolutely correct. And this is applicable to those who have loans or who have a business, because income tax attached also covered under this. Otherwise, it is a very simple process. While you are taking a policy, you can ask for the MWPA form and get it filled up. Now, they don't allow you to alter this going ahead, but in case you have already taken a policy and MWPA was not availed of, the way is to assign the whole policy to your spouse or child, whomever you want to. In that case, the creditors will not be able, creditors or income tax will not be able to touch that amount. So these are very simple procedures, but it can save all the hassles of a will and the litigation that can happen after that. Any other views on this? It is Section 6 of Married Women's Property Act, 1874. Now, are you aligned to it mentally? Entirely, because the legalities and technicalities are all given in the main course. But what I really wanted to discuss is how aligned are you mentally? There are 5 survey questions in the program which you have to answer before starting it, which actually make you think, why are you doing this? Why should you not do this? And it puts you in the right frame of mind to go ahead and write your will or learn about how to write a will. There is one more situation which I'm introducing here. Just imagine, what if you are in a coma and your family needs the money to manage medical expenses? Now, even if you have a will, this will is not applicable because you are alive. And people in coma can remain alive in that state for a number of years, putting the whole family in a lot of financial distress. At this point, what is going to help exactly? How much money do you have in joint accounts? Are your passwords in a safe place? And is the location shared with at least one person? Who is that person you trust most? This person you trust most can also be the executor of your will. In case you wish to appoint one, there are 4 stakeholders to a will. You will learn about this in the program. And executor is one of them: maker, executor, beneficiary, and challenger. A challenger is not there in every case, but can happen in certain cases. Are you ready to do it? Count the number of relationships precious to you, and all need not be genetic bonds. Do you have a ballpark figure of your net worth today? How many of us can actually come out with the figure without going through all your bank statements and other investments or talking to your financial advisor? And what is important here is, how much do you own individually, leaving apart joint assets? There is so much that we hold in joint assets. We actually forget what is it that we own individually and for which we have to write a will. Do you know exactly what is the worth of valuables in your bank locker? Just the prices of gold have gone up and down in the last few months. Or there could be a metal and a lot of other things. Most of us go on stacking things in the locker without really knowing how much is it worth. And then when we count assets, we think of generally house, jewelry, cash, bank deposits, mutual funds, bonds, cryptocurrency, whatever other kind of investments you have. But just walk around your house, open your cupboards and see how much more there is, which is not covered by a financial advisor. What do you want to be done with all this? Do you want your relatives or neighbors or friends or any miscreant to walk in and take whatever they want from there because it has not been mentioned anywhere. There is a specific story about the things, and it included a house which was not mentioned in a will. By a very huge mistake, the maker had forgotten and went to a person outside the family. It is not always material value, though always everything put together does have a material value. There are a lot of things which have sentimental values, inheritance values, and a lot of other things. Women can just look inside their wardrobes and they'll get an idea of how many lakhs are they keeping inside there. I'll stop this for a moment. Anybody wants to raise any question before I start asking my questions?
Okay, I have a question. All this seems to be having where there are partners. For a single person?
Single person, you will have to decide. Maybe it is a percentage, people close to you, relatives, friends, charity, whatever you believe in. Then the generally, even with the publications like the Business Insider have covered this topic, and they say, look at the people who are already not covered. That could be a point of view. But again, what happens is, this situation also keeps on changing, and it can happen with parents too, not necessarily with people who don't have children. Today, a son is unemployed, so you put a major part of your assets in his name, or there is some other problem in the family. And then after some time, this son has settled down well, and something happens to you. And at the end of it, there is a lot of bad blood created in the family members, because whatever was done at a particular point of time was not fair. And the person actually forgot to go and change the will later on. So what my advice is, people who don't have children might have to change the will a couple of times.
Absolutely. That's what even I feel.
You are not getting it noted because your relationships are going to change.
Yes.
And whoever you nominate, please don't disclose it to them, because seriously, it can put your life in danger.
No. True.
You cannot trust people. If they know they are going to get the money,
Absolutely.
it's not just the subject of novels and movies, this can happen.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So a single person or a married couple with no children have to be extra careful. Do whatever you want to do, it's your money after all, but don't disclose it, and keep changing the will whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, anyway, registration is not compulsory, so it's quite easy to do
It is
that.
not compulsory. Even if you get it registered, the registration charges are about ₹100.
That's it. It's not much.
I mentioned in my last program, very few people know this. Registration charges are ₹100, and the state of Uttar Pradesh does it for ₹21.
Oh, in Hyderabad,
And you can
Telangana, it was
go
500
to
they
the
charged. 500 they had charged in Hyderabad.
500 must be to get the notarized.
Notarized thing and all.
So the 400 rupees has gone to the notary.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe, and I think Karnataka or some state has got it. I just go and Google it. But otherwise, like Maharashtra is 100, UP is 21,
Wow.
and many states are hovering around 100.
Yeah.
But still, it's not a major cost.
I know
Having a
it is best to have a registered will and keep it.
Yeah, because in case of litigation, then having a notarized and a registered will helps. So as long as you are young, you can keep on getting without notarization. At some stage when you feel it is necessary to get it notarized, or this may be your second last or last will, then go and get it notarized.
Right. Thank you.
Practical, we are talking practical things out here, not legal and theoretical.
I know.
Let me
It
have
has
a
to
look at the chat box. Somebody has a question here. Anand is saying one precaution to be taken is the witness preferably should be lower age, lower than the will writer. Thank you, Anand. This is a very valid point, because the witness should be available after you. You can unmute yourself and speak if you have got something to say about this.
Yeah, in fact, many a times it has been seen that, if the witness is on the higher age, particularly a doctor or maybe, a well-read society, he is preferred as, case that if he is an elder age and he passes away earlier, then it becomes a challenge actually. Then again, the will becomes, without any support. So in order to keep that thing alive, basically, I think a lower age should be taken. That's what it is a practical tip. That's what I wanted to share. Nothing else, actually. It's like,
Because at least one
and
witness should
also,
be
and
available.
also, yeah, and also with regards to the Married Women's Property Act, in insurance, yes, it is not touched, and it's Stridhan kehte hain usko actually. So that also is a very important point. And any business owner, particularly who has got many liabilities and debts actually on his head, it can be without attachment. There is no attachment in that actually. In LIC policy as well as MWP Act, all the assets, they are all immune to any of the debts that the individual has to pay, and it's a property of the trust, as Dilip Saab has already mentioned that actually. That's right.
Perfect. Right.
Thank you, Reena. Thanks for the. Yeah.
Thank you, Ananya. So now I'm raising some questions. Just read the questions and I'll stop screen sharing and try if you can answer these. What is redemption of legacy? Take a screenshot if you need to. What are the recent changes in rights of married daughters? What happens to the assets of a single person with no family who dies intestate? Intestate means somebody who died without writing a will. What are the rights of an unborn child? How many parties are there to a will? I mentioned it anyway, so you know the answer now. Who can claim to be a legal heir and who cannot? What are the circumstances where a will can be declared null and void? What are the remedies available to someone who feels deprived of a fair share? Any answers?
Question number 3. What happens to the assets of a single person with no family dies in intestate? I mean, what I have seen practically is since it was taken over by the government, that lady's property was taken over by the government.
You're right. Is there a term for it?
Not sure. Not sure.
Escheat. ESCHEAT.
Escheat. Okay. So that has scared me.
In the case of a celebrity, I'll give you the details later.
Yeah, but I was scared after hearing that. And no, this is somebody who was in the society where I was in. So it was scary.
Any other answers coming in?
The rights of an unborn child, are they any different from that of a born child?
I couldn't hear you clearly, Dilip sir.
The rights of an unborn child would be at par with that of a born child, right?
Now, these questions are answered in the course.
Right.
Married daughters
Yes,
are
Anand.
having an equal. Married daughters are having an equal right on the property as others in the, as mentioned. Because earlier there was a rule that married daughter will not have a right on the father's property or something. But then now that has been done with actually. Supreme Court has given a ruling that they should be given an equal right as a male child.
Is this recent? Because in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, it came long back. Is this something recent?
Yeah, now even Supreme Court is it's all India now. It's all India now.
Okay.
There are there were some discrepancies in different states. However, now after the Supreme Court judgment, actually, it has been made uniform to all the states. Actually, particularly this has been done in view of the girl child rights, it has gone in that particular category, and the case was fought. I'm not recollecting what case it was actually, but then I can give you the case number. In Supreme Court, it has been won, and the equal right has been given to the female also, actually, the daughter, married daughter also. She can claim a right on the father's property.
The condition was it was applicable to people born after a certain year. Now that clause has been removed and it is applicable to everybody.
Everybody. Now,
so the female lawyers who are advocating this cause, now they are saying that if you don't want it, you take it first and then you make a gift to your brother. But don't let the ruling go to waste, because we have worked very hard to get that ruling from the court. So the only changes that has been changed. Now it applies to everybody.
Applies to everybody.
This was a very good
Another
case,
important point
actually.
which I would like to highlight here is, there is a rampant adoption happening nowadays. The parents are adopting children, and maybe after the child becomes major, actually there are some issues that are coming up. Maybe a fight between the genetics and biological parents as well as the adopted parents, that comes up. There also is an issue that बोलते हैं ना कि genes are lost, genes are winning over the character that individual is being given. So these all aspects are creating many hassles. In that situation, I would like to just highlight, actually, I had an opportunity of discussing this at length. That's why I'm just sharing with you all. Adopted child does not inherit any of the parents' property if they are writing a will and stating it ki, we don't want to pass on, provided it is their earned property. It is not inherited from the hereditary. So that is one thing that we need to understand. That's one point which I wanted to highlight, actually. Thanks.
But if there is no will, an adopted child has a right to apply for a succession certificate. There are some restrictions about children who were adopted in other countries. So that needs to be clear. Where the problem comes up is in case of foster children. In case the wife or the husband have a child from the previous marriage, they are not considered natural inheritors and they cannot even apply for a succession certificate. They are not eligible to apply for that. So that issue has also been coming up recently, where foster children are involved. Any questions from anybody?
How do you define foster children, actually? Because foster children definition in Australia and foreign countries is different than what we are giving here.
We are talking about India here. So if you have seen those movies, Khatta Meetha and Hamare Tumhare and all that, the husband and wife both come with children when they come into the second marriage.
Okay.
So say I'm making a will for myself and my husband has got a child from his previous marriage who has not got no genetic bond with me. That is a foster child. Otherwise, they are adopted. Laws will need to change a lot more now with this surrogate thing coming up. Any other questions? दिवाकर जी, आपकी आवाज ही नहीं आई।
बिल्कुल सरल है, इसलिए कोई आवाज ही नहीं आ रही। स्पष्ट है तो कहाँ क्वेश्चन लग जाता है। Too good, complete clarity, no question as of now.
हाँ, संजय आप कुछ बोल रहे थे?
No, I am attending for the first time any session on will. So it is a learning for me, and as it goes forward, I think some queries may come up.
Yeah, I have a query.
Yes.
How this works? Suppose we write a will and keep it, and we tell the concerned people, I have kept a will. I have made a will. How this works in future in the absence of us?
See, if you tell a person, that is the person who will bring the will to court or to the bank or whatever to get control of assets. Now, if there is no challenge they will get whatever is written in that will, but in case there is a challenger, they will have to prove that this is the last will written.
Now, apart from the will paper, death certificate, will anything else be required, or this two will be sufficient?
The will is sufficient if it is proved that he was in sound mind and not under any pressure and all those things. Other things are not needed, but there are finer clauses which come in the course, because what can happen in case the assets which you have mentioned in the will have changed? If there is something more than that which was not mentioned in the will, or something which was mentioned in the will but is not there now.
How
No,
does
for
one know?
suppose if I am writing a will in the name of,
Put it in my name. Go ahead with your question. We have lost you, Lalita. I think I can't hear you. He's laughing.
no, somebody else started, so I thought I should stop. No. Suppose if I write some, if I have written, hello?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, should I continue?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please, ma'am, please.
Yeah, no, if I write will, then if both my, suppose if they want to sell the property, so they can easily do that with the will and take their share.
After getting it registered in their name.
Acha, that property has to be again transferred.
The registration process is there. It has to be followed fully. And they will also
It is a lengthy.
No objection certificate to other claimants if there are any. To the brothers and
Okay.
sisters or something.
Okay. It is a
Notification
lengthy
is given.
procedure. We should know thoroughly. Means
If
in
there
detail
are
everything.
no challenges, it is not a very lengthy process.
Okay.
If all the papers are in place and there are no challenges, registration will be done in your favor.
No, in case of property, suppose if it is in joint name, if both the persons are seized, then they will be easily able to sell it and take their part.
Joint name, in that case, if one person is no more, the other becomes the owner, no?
Yeah, I know. Both the persons, if the both the persons are the property owners are deceased, and then in that case,
they have to get the registration done in their name.
Yeah, the registration has to be
the
done. And only
property
then
has
it
to be
is sold.
registered. But
Registered in your name.
okay, in that case,
You cannot sell anything unless it is in your name. Whether it is a car, house, or jewelry doesn't matter. You need to have those papers in your name.
So this will doesn't make it as their property.
After the process of registration, this makes them eligible to get the registration done in their name.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
Okay, yeah, got it.
Your bank account, as I said, you're either a survivor. In that case, the person straight away becomes the owner. If it is former or survivor or either a survivor, but that is only in the case of bank accounts, not property. Yeah, Sanjay,
Okay.
unmuting yourself.
But how does one know which is the final will? Does it get registered somewhere, or it is kept in some official custody?
If it is registered, there will be proof. If it is not registered, in that case, it is only circumstantial. You have to go by what witnesses say. You know, practically these things can happen, that somebody can tear off a will.
But witness, if he is not there at that point of time, then what to do?
Then court will go by circumstantial evidence.
So making a will itself has got a lot of legal aspects later on.
Yes. For the beneficiaries, this is covered in the program. We have got separate sections for the maker, executor, beneficiary, and the challenger.
Okay.
And while making a will a number of times, if you write a new will, the old one automatically becomes irrelevant. And if a person gets married, the old will becomes irrelevant. So as and when you get married, you have to write a new one. But it shouldn't be very difficult. It's just like one changes nomination on other things.
Okay.
He's looking hassled.
It's a pain that means having assets also.
Not for you.
Yeah, for the others also it is difficult. So,
Okay, I'll also make a mention of the complicated cases where one should just not go by the simple process of writing a will. One, in case if you are governed by a different religious law. Another is just these foster children are adopted is also a small part. In case there is a relationship issue where you think there can be a divorce in future. It could be you, it could be your son, or it could be your daughter. In that case, it is advised to form a trust rather than write a simple will. Because otherwise, it will go to the person who is walking out of the family. We have not covered formation of a trust here because that is a wide subject. It will need a whole course by itself. Totally, but if anybody is interested, the contact details of Deepak Balani are given in the course, and you can also take it from me. He's an expert in the subject, because in these cases, one would better engage a lawyer. Do any of you think a financial planner comes in the picture?
Yeah, it may. Prior to that, I have one question, Reena ji.
Yes.
हाँ बोलिए.
Assume that we have seen so many movies, and in that we see that lawyer comes up with a will and he opens it. है ना? Typical Hindi movie. So normally, I believe it is only the lawyer who is the better one in that particular case, because most of the business houses, tycoons, or even a person, they have a legal lawyer, legal doctors. In that case, will that be more beneficial rather than writing a normal will?
That is a notarized will. Or if you are talking about industrial houses, they could have appointed a whole committee. Banks can be executors for a will.
Right. Okay.
I think like a family doctor, family lawyer should also be there.
Yeah.
If we want things to be smooth.
Okay. The question I was asking was, do you think a financial planner is needed?
Yeah, yes, I feel.
Why?
Because liquidation and all, no, it should not be very complicated. Once we move to our ending period, so we can keep the things easier for our children. We should not keep many things complicated.
True.
Once we feel that our needs are going to be minimum, we can keep the liquidity more. So in that, we can take the help of financial planner.
Ease of liquidation is important, especially in the cases now when most of the children are settling abroad. And they will have a short window to India and wind up everything. That is important. Another thing about the valuation of assets. I raised a question here. How many of us know what is the value of assets in our locker, or what is our individual net worth, excluding our joint assets? Just me as an individual. We may not know these things. Now, what traditionally people have done, people who are not so enlightened or knowledgeable about this subject, the old mindset used to be कि हमने cash और jewelry बेटी को दे दिया, वो लेके चली गई, whatever से इंडिया में जो रहता है उसको हमने घर दे दिया, और जो NRI या कुछ है बाहर से आएगा उसको you give some shares or something which he can dispose of easily. The same point that you raised about liquidity. But when you are writing the will today, there is a certain value which may be in a certain percentage. Now imagine, just to make it easy, you want to give them equally. Will the value be equal after 20 or 30 or 40 years? Grow in the same manner. If you have put aside cash in a locker, that is only going down in value with inflation. It is not growing. So this factor needs to be taken into consideration. This has to be done on an Excel sheet. We cannot do it verbally sitting here. And this is where a financial planner can help you. Okay, what will be the approximate value after 10, 15, 20, 25 years. That is how you can ensure that your beneficiaries are getting an equal share, or the end of it, they have a lot to complain about. One person, because one has got less and one has got more. Can we switch on the cameras if everybody is comfortable, so I can just take a click? If comfortable, there's no compulsion in case you're outside or something. Okay. Yeah, Reshu, एक और ले लूं, आप थोड़ा लेट आए हाँ. Thank you so much. Let me put that link on the chat box. This is taking longer. The site is moneygoals.com. You can just click on this now or copy paste it somewhere. This is just a free ebook you can download, just 19 pages. You will probably finish in 10 minutes. But please don't forget to give me a feedback.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So that
We have
is
not
all
received,
I
ma'am.
had to say. I said this is all from my side. If there are other questions, Divakar sir, Dilip sir, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं?
I must say, in fact, it was a really little bit, some of the topic were very eye-opening because normally people don't even think about it. And there are stages when it can really be very critical. So even I was wondering when you were preparing this topic that how it could connect. Now it helps me understand that yes, there are so many things which normally people during the course of action, they actually miss too. Because people make investments, people do make investments, but how, if will is not that it is completely mismanaged, because the kind of emotional relationship we have with people, and if it is not well taken care, then it really actually goes, because we can very well see the example of Modi, who established Modi Nagar nearby Ghaziabad. Just in absence of that bill, her better half was actually begging in that particular colony only for 7 years. So this is really a very big thing today. People need to, at a personal and even at a professional level, it is much required. Thanks for bringing up this wonderful one. Really overwhelmed to hear it.
Reputation suffers, as you said, talking about death is not comfortable. It's a very morbid thing. That is why the example I gave you was what happens if you are in a coma.
Yeah, that was also.
It makes it easier to align your thinking in that direction.
Right. Because that was the question you made and then you asked कि आप कुछ बोल नहीं रहे, और मैं उसी समय mentally thinking comma में था क्योंकि it strike very badly क्योंकि एकदम से सही में ये circumstances ऐसे हो सकते हैं. Yes, it is very much possible, and in that the entire family suffers actually, really.
The blog I have written about this on my website, the title is "It's Your Money. Stay in charge even when you move on." Same with future of your money. It is yours. You decide what is going to be done with it. Don't let others just walk into the situation and take advantage.
There's another interesting aspect to this. In most Indian households, and
दिलीप सर, आपकी आवाज कट रही है, कुछ थोड़ा सा पास आएंगे?
Yeah, so let me change the speaker then.
Headphones. And a special thank you to Reshu. She's on the call today. She has been very, very cooperative in letting me host this program on that and organizing this meet and other things.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, yes, sir. Boliye.
Yes, sir.
In most Indian households, even today, if we talk about the better half not knowing what the earning is in the house, it would be a far cry. I think even the individual would not know. The left hand does not know what the right hand has done. And in that case, what happens is uh, the actually presence of the asset itself is not known. कहाँ पर क्या पड़ा है? Like you talked about the locker. It's not just about the locker. It could also be amounts that have been lent out, or it could have been amounts that have been loaned in. And there are so many who come, so there will be people who will come to recover their loan amounts, but hardly anyone who would be willing to come and say, okay, ये मैंने पैसे लिए थे, मुझे लौटाने हैं. So
The amount will not be.
So it's a very important aspect that the financial net worth of an individual, instead of it being so secret and something that is not disclosed to anybody, should at least be put in a particular place which may not be accessible to the individual as long as the individual to anybody else until the individual is there, but at least people know that, okay, in his absence this is where I will find it. So something like this, some process like this or some method like this needs to be adopted in every household. And in given today's times, everything is encrypted through passwords. We have all information that is locked up in passwords. We forget the passwords ourselves at times. Forget about letting it known to others. So it's imperative that there is some way of managing this information sensibly, so that it is available to me at all times and also easily accessible to the people when I'm not there.
What
So-
financial planners talk from their experiences that clients are willing to share it with the spouse, but in today nobody is willing to share these details with the children.
Yeah.
Majority of them.
My God, huh? Sad state.
And there are courses coming up on how to raise the topic of finance with your spouse. In case there is a discomfort, the one module which I had prepared was that people are divided into 4 personality types. Remember, Jyoti, you were busy on that day, managing relationships. So
Yes.
how do you identify which personality type are you and which personality type is your spouse? And then how do you manage the spending and other things? Kids are becoming a very important factor. Once they came that hashtag on Twitter, mommy please or daddy please, most of the parents are melting and buying whatever they need. So your budgeting and financial planning is all going for a toss. So how to discuss these
Right.
things with the family and be on the same boat?
So there is a lot into it in managing your finances than just planning to execute a will, or even knowing. The first and foremost thing is probably even knowing how much you have and who are the relevant people that should have influencing of this is something that is very, very important. And I think information that I have shared onto the main program, which has a lot of formats that are there into it, will not only open eyes, but they will actually paste the eyelids to the forehead. That is how wide the white eyes will be open after that.
The formats are available, the latest developments with videos and other thing is all available in the course.
Yeah, Lalita ji says it is complicated. True, it is
No,
complicated.
less complicated. To be less complicated.
Be less complicated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to complicate things actually all the time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
to-
And we make so much effort in making this thing assets. And one time we forget to,
You are
we
right
neglect
about-
actually.
Interestingly, we don't enjoy the assets as long as we live, and
Yeah,
we
I
don't
was
know where
just
the
saying-
assets go after that.
I was just going to
Yeah.
say that I think we should enjoy the assets, whatever we make, and we have built up, and then leave the rest.
the American formula that somehow they say every year you keep taking out 3% from it. So finally, by the age of 99, there is nothing left.
Left.
So you don't, but Indians by and large don't agree with that because they want to leave a legacy.
But then there is a very interesting concept.
Why do people go on buying number of houses, itna property?
नहीं तो प्रॉपर्टी खरीदने के बाद उसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. People can actually, not many people are aware of the reverse mortgage.
Yeah, but it's not taken off much. in
It's not
India.
there in India as such. I think
Because you
one or two.
calculate those amounts are very low.
Yeah.
It was there. It started by Canara Bank, if I remember
Bank of
correctly, but
India.
then it didn't. It really
So
didn't click off.
Someone who has a sizable property and the property remains, the reverse mortgage may pay less, but at least it gives a financial freedom to the individual.
Yes.
Well, some terms and conditions like it should be the only property you hold and all. I was thinking of another way out of that. Why should husband and wife not hold two properties in individual names, not jointly, and then avail reverse mortgage separately?
Absolutely.
But they have to be staying in that house, right? In that property. That is one of the conditions.
So those
So
are the
then-
kind of things which are complicated. Otherwise, if
which
two
is-
people are getting a pension, it works.
Yeah, that's
And therefore,
If I get
what
a
works?
pension for my house, my husband gets it for another.
Therefore, what works is systematic withdrawal plan.
Yeah.
yeah.
Put your money into a systematic withdrawal plan and keep withdrawing until it is zero.
See, where this help is concerned, we have got a experts panel on money goals, which has got financial planners, and as of now, there is one legal expert. There is another one who is not showing on the website, but she helps people with debt management. Credit card pe debt jada ho gaya, how to manage your credit score and other things. So if people approach us, we'll put them in touch with the experts there. And where this course is concerned, this will cost $999 if you enroll till 31st of December. And from 1st of January 2021, this becomes $1299. But compared to the complications, I don't think it's a hard deal.
Yeah, correct.
I think I have enrolled into it.
It's a great deal.
I have already enrolled into it, I think.
The platform is deal. The platform is deal training solutions. So we are here to give you a deal. Good.
Thanks, Reena. I'm signing off. I have another webinar.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, all of you.
Thank you, Reena ji. That was
Yeah,
a great
bye.
session.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Reena ma'am, one question I have in mind. Normally, if you see in India, अगर हम भारत में देखें तो एक बड़ा ही अजीब सा मेंटेलिटी है. द मोमेंट यू टॉक अबाउट विल एट होम, घर में दीवारें तन जाती हैं. Am I right?
You are right.
तो hope how to create that situation at home when you're writing it, there is no ambiguity around, or if there is, how to deal with it. Because
So don't
this
mention
is-
it at home. Write it and put it behind that भगवान जी का पिक्चर. किसी फोटो हटेगी तो उसके फ्रेम के पीछे से निकलेगा.
Talk about it so often that the family gets used to it.
Absolutely.
In that case, it's not a taboo topic anymore. आप तो सर इंश्योरेंस की फील्ड से आते हैं. You talk about this all the time.
Right.
तो वो बच्चों से भी बात करो. There are parents now who are telling me this. People who are staying abroad, where those foreign universities are very expensive. So they
Yeah.
tell whenever father receives a bonus, congratulations, ये हुआ. They said हम बच्चों को बता रहे हैं कि देखो तुम स्कूल में हो, जब तक कॉलेज जाओगे, this will be the cost of your education, and this is the money we are putting it aside for your future. तो ये आज बोनस आ गया है तो हम इसको शॉपिंग करके खर्च नहीं कर रहे हैं. And the children understand, even 7 or 8-year-olds understand that. It is meant for the future. तो हम उनको बताते नहीं है. बताया जाएगा तो समझेंगे. वो एक थ्योरी होती थी कि वो बच्चा अगर ट्रे लेके जा रहा है तो आप उसको ये मत बोलो कि तुम गिरा दोगे, मत उठाना. उसको बोलो भाई 4 ग्लास नहीं ले जा सकते तो एक ही ग्लास रख लो. Because personalities are formed before the age of 8 or 9 years. तो जितना वो डाइजेस्ट कर सकता है उसको उतने ही कैप्सूल्स में दो. Instead of saying no to buying something, give them a choice. भाई या तो either you take it after 6 months या कुछ इससे सस्ता वाला ले लो, level 2, level 3. उनको आप रोज अगर level 1, level 2, level 3 बताएंगे तो वो समझ जाएंगे.
Right.
One thing which
Transparency
I'll share it here again, which was my father's very conservative method. उस जमाने में जो डायरी में एक्सपेंसेस लिखे जाते थे, तो एवरी मंथ ही यूज्ड टू क्रिएट अ पेज, कपड़ों का बजट है इसमें, माय नेम, माय ब्रदर्स नेम, और एक अमाउंट उसमें एलोकेट हो गया, दैट इज अक्रूड अमाउंट, कोई कैश नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, अक्रूड अमाउंट. The day we like something and we wanted to buy it, he would go and check तुम्हारे अकाउंट में कितना पैसा है. से हम अगर अप्रैल में, मार्च में हम होली के लिए खरीदने जा रहे हैं, whatever his date was, तुम्हारे अकाउंट में कितना है, this is your budget, go and shop. Whether you buy one outfit out of it or you buy 4, that is entirely up to you, and we have worked on that. So we did not think about those things. हम बाद में जाके ऑनलाइन तो जो कुछ मिलता है हम सब खरीद लेते हैं.
Fiscal prudence is something which is neither practiced nor taught. That is the challenge.
अभी रिसेंट कल परसों जो एक बजटिंग का वीडियो बनाया है, वो एनवेलप्स जो हम बनाते थे सिस्टम, इसके ऊपर फीस लिखा है, इसको आप एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा नाम दे दो. अगर आपने बोल दिया दिस इज आलियाज एडवांटेज और दिस इज फरहान्स फ्यूचर, उस एनवेलप में से आप पैसे निकाल के खर्च नहीं करोगे कि उस पे आपके बच्चे का नाम लिखा हुआ है. All tricks to keep you on track.
Absolutely.
आपने EMI जो जा रहा है उसके लिए रो क्यों, उस पे लिखो हमारा घर. एक इमोशनल उससे अटैचमेंट आ जाता है, फिर वो बुरा नहीं लगता वहां पैसे खर्च करना कि अरे यार मेरा दम घुट रहा है, इतना EMI जा रहा है.
ये अमेरिकन लाइफस्टाइल ऑफ लिविंग ऑन क्रेडिट के ऊपर एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सा जोक है. इसी बात पर आपने ये एग्जांपल दिया तो याद आया कि when they set out to budget for the month, जैसे सैलरी आती है तो ये EMI कार के लिए जाएगी या हॉस्पिटल के लिए जाएगी, तो द मदर मेक्स अ वेरी इमोशनल अपील कि ये EMI हॉस्पिटल को दे दो, अब बच्चा पूरा हमारा हो जाएगा. जो एक्सपेंस उस पे हुए थे वो क्लियर हो जाएंगे.
But उसका practically somebody wrote that this was in America. She said I had twins and I had to pay for 2 deliveries. So hospitals खुश भी कर रहे हैं because there everybody is insured, it is managed. But I don't know whether our Indian insurance covers 2 deliveries if you are having twins. या वो एक ही की कॉस्ट देंगे आपको. पेट इंश्योरेंस शायद अभी 1-2 कंपनीज ही लाए हैं.
इसका पता करना.
डॉग आई यूज्ड टू कीप आस्किंग ऑल द कंपनीज, पेट इंश्योरेंस दे सकते हो क्या? बोले आप ही पूछ रहे हो और किसी ने पूछा नहीं. तो उसको संभालने के लिए भी कोई चाहिए ना, हमारे पास उसका खर्चा से नहीं लेगा. बाकी लोग तो सड़क पे छोड़ देंगे अगर हम नहीं है तो कल.
True.
वहां पे वो ट्रस्ट बनाना एंड ऑल विल बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर घर में कोई इनवैलिड मेंबर है, जो रिटार्डेड या उस एबनॉर्मल व्हाटएवर वी कॉल वर्ड वी गिव देम, लेस प्रिविलेज्ड या उस टाइप के बच्चे, स्पेशली एबल्ड, और इन केस देयर इज अ पेट, देयर हैज टू बी अ ट्रस्ट एंड अ फंड सेट असाइड.
Very true.
Yeah.
इसके स्पेशल नीड्स, देयर आर स्पेशल फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर्स. अमेरिका में तो है, इंडिया में भी करने लगेंगे फॉर पीपल, दे आर कॉल्ड स्पेशल नीड एडवाइजर्स, SNA ऐसा कुछ उसका शॉर्ट फॉर्म है.
Okay.
So there are different kind of plans which should give a monthly income and a trust, both.
Okay. Interesting. Great.
Super.
Great. Wonderful discussion. In fact, so many eye-opening statements, some true facts, which starts making you feeling कि हाँ इस दिशा में सोचना कितना जरूरी. Great.
जब वो
Thanks a lot, Reena ji.
experience सबका आता है तो it adds value. It
True,
becomes a
true,
group
true.
learning.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Anything more, Dilip sir? I guess we are done with the entire discussions, right?
Thank you all for joining in, and I'm sure it would have added value to all of us.
Thank you everybody. We'll
Thanks
call
to
it
the
a
master once again.
Thanks
Give
to
me
all. Thank you.
book. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for all your presence. Really, the group discussion really helped us a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, Reena ji, it was a complex subject, but you tried to make it very simple. It was really very encouraging, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was really very worthwhile.
Yeah,
बहुत
yeah,
मजा आया.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. So until we meet again,
Very well
Right.
covered.
first Tuesday of January.
Thank you, Lalita. Thank you for being a message on the chat box. Thanks. We'll call it a day then. Thanks.